I just wanted to show you guys. I know I did a couple things on building the bee boxes. I made the frames real simple, went really well. I'm also making more of them right now, and I'm doing a lot of I'm doing a lot of natural for the natural frames than using the plastic foundation. So I kind of changed that over. But making these bee boxes, and I was putting handles on them, and I have a few that I've hung up here, and I've been primered, and I need to get some handles cut in. Kind of forgot about the handles and a little bit of a rush. So I'm going to show you how I do the handles. This is a little, this is something I made just off the top of my head, so I can go ahead and make my own handles, so make them simple. I did make another thing I can show you on another video. I'll show you another thing how I made handles too. But I really like making them this way. So it's so simple, so quick. I just picked up some plywood. This is 3/4 inch, nice and heavy. This is probably a BC plywood, so it's probably a higher grade plywood. I was doing some projects, something I made, I think a desk or something I made, and I had a little bit left over, so I decided to go ahead and say, well, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and use it for making the bee box handles. It's a real nice sturdy piece of wood. I got a couple clamps here, I got a clamp down here, and it's going to help me brace it and hold it on here. I got the data blade in here, and that's set to the biggest, the most blades I have, so it's up to 3/4 of an inch, and I think I threw a shim in there. And I'm going to show you guys how I make handles. Now, first of all, let me get one of the boxes. This is the one I use this for example. I do everything with examples. And you can see the handles that I got cut here, and I also have a handle cut here. And all the way around the box, basically I put handles on. It makes it a lot easier, so you can pick them up this way, or if you want, you know, you can pick it up this way. Really depends on how much honey the bee's going to put in these, because they get very, very heavy. So if this box is clear full, I'm going to remove this box. I probably would want to grab it, the closes, the two closes in. And when you cut these things, there's a few things I know that I had to go over. Is definitely make sure you know where the top of your box is and the bottom of your box, and that's your groove right here where your frame is going to lay inside this box. So you really want to make sure, you know, unless you want your handles down real low on the bottom of the box, which that's whatever, if you want to do it that way, that's fine. But I like mine here on the top. So I basically got mine, I would say somewhere around 2.5 inches, about a 2.5 inch drop to the bottom here, and from the top down it's like 1.5 inches, and then of course your 3/4 inch to cut the wood, the handle itself. And so I had to find the center of the box. So I marked, I set my data blade up, and my I don't know what you want to call this here, but I set everything up. And what I did, I made sure I got the measurement from the center of my box, and so the center of the blade, so actually from the center of the blade to the back here is where I wanted it. And then I measured from this piece here out to the beginning of the blade, and I did the same thing here. So I got 1.5 inches in between here, and then I got 2.5 inches down to here. So you know, so that's basically. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm going to cut the long side, but remember when you're cutting these, if you want your handles up here, up high, like I like them up high, is make sure you remember what the top of the box and the bottom of the box, so you don't make any mistakes. All right, let me go ahead and show you. I got one down here, and it's going to go in like this, I guess. And we're going to turn this saw on, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, just press the wood up against here like this. Got one here. Make sure you remember where the top of your box is. Okay, there you go. Now this one here is I made these a little bit. There's a little bit deeper than what the first ones I did, because I was doing a little bit of extra project on it. I wanted to see what it felt like to cut them in just a little bit deeper. You don't want them to go through the wood, you know, through all the way through to the inside. So you don't want to do that. You know, allow you a little bit, but you can go halfway. You can go 3/8 in there, and that's a really nice handle. Now I did the long sides, and what I can do is if I'm going to go ahead and set it for the short sides, of course I have to release my clamps here. And what I would do with the short side is to go ahead and bring it down lower. So what I have to do is find the center of my box. Okay, so it's center of the box will be about 8 inches. So I got to find the center of my blade. I can also mark these here. I can actually mark here. So I want to mark. If I want to mark 8 inches, I could. I can go ahead and mark 8 inches in here on the wood itself, and then of course you're going to have to make sure it's in the center of the blade, 8 inches in the center of the blade. But it really doesn't matter. I mean, I'm for sure it's going to make that much difference if it's not exactly in the middle of that, you know, right in the middle of it. I don't think it's going to make much difference anyways. I mean, it's not like you're going to be able to tell. I also have a place on the back here that it's clamped in. Let's drop another clamp here. I think I need one up here on the front. Okay, now let's try it again. Got that, make sure you know where your front of your box is. Okay, there you go. I have 4 really nice handles, so make it easier for I can pick up the bead boxes. Some people will actually take a like pieces of wood, and they would nail the wood onto it like this. And I mean, it's fine. It's whatever way you want to do it. I like to find little handles. So okay, there you go. Real easy thing to set up if you guys want to do it this way. It's very fast too, and it's quite clean, I would say. Then the other thing I made to actually make him. Okay, if this is what you guys are into, this is really nice. Just bring up a little bit of couple pieces of wood here and screw them together. I put a little bit of glue in there just to make it stronger. I have a little piece of wood right here, makes it stronger, and some clamps, and clamp it onto your fence right here, and you can make your own handles really fast. So okay, thanks for watching.